Your favorite big screen princesses are getting a whole new spin in Disney's latest feature, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I'm a princess, too.
What kind of a princess are you?
Do animals talk to you?
No.
Were you poisoned?
No.
Cursed?
No.
Kidnapped or enslaved?
No. Are you guys okay? Should I call the police?
Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big, strong man showed up?
Yes. What is up with that?
In the new film, Elsa and Sleeping Beauty have their hair down and wear PJs. Snow White has Coke bottle glasses and Cinderella shatters her glass slipper. But our next guest argues this hyper form of feminism doesn't connect with many Americans. Here to weigh in, radio show host and mom of two daughters, Kathy Barnette. Kathy, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
What do you think of this backlash against the Disney princesses that I grew up watching? You know, I watched Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and I managed to grow up a self-empowered woman. I'm not a damsel in distress. So what do you make of this backlash?
You know, I mean, I think it's fair to say that the Disney of today is not the Disney you and I grew up with. And many of us tune into these lighthearted forms of entertainment for that very reason. They're light-hearted. They're not meant to be so heavy, right? But one of the things I think that this particular company and many multi-billion-dollar companies tend to forget is that my child already has a parent. My child does not need them, nor do we look to them to parent our child, right? I mean, I love Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She's my favorite. Yeah. But Belle will not be the one to teach my daughter how to be a woman. I am my daughter's role model. I will teach my daughter what a strong, confident, and educated woman looks like, not Disney. So I think that they're operating outside of their pay grade, as I often say, and they need to stick with the fun and fairy tale and imaginary kind of life, right? Because life is heavy enough all by itself.
What about people who say, though, that the cartoons should evolve, that they should change to meet now some of the issues going around in society where people are saying, you know what, for a long time women were oppressed, now women are coming out, you have the Me Too movement now, very self-empowered movement. What about people who say, well, it would be great if these cartoons reflected that so that young girls, very young, would learn that they don't need a Prince Charming to come rescue them?
Well, again, kind of alluding back to what you said earlier, you still watch those shows and manage to grow up to be a very strong, confident, and intelligent woman, right? Again, I am my daughter's role model, not Belle, as much as I love Belle and the Beauty and the Beast, right? And of course, we get that companies want to stay relevant, they want to be able to evolve, but I would suggest that Disney step a little bit further outside of their hyper liberal bubble and begin to take a look at the fabric of America. There are many mothers who reject the weaponization of the Me Too movement as we've seen it in this past political process. There are many mothers who reject today's form of feminism that says believe the women, irrespective of facts and logic. And so again, I would suggest, I understand we want to evolve, we want to do all of that, but I think even Walt Disney will have a problem with the production that we're getting out of Disney these days.
Yeah, and when you watch these cartoons, what people forget is when your children are watching them, you're often right next to them and they're asking you questions. So I think the point you make about the role of parents actually is lost, and people expect, whether it's a school or whether it's Disney or whoever it is, to do the role of a parent. So it's very important. I'm guessing that, you have kids. I'm guessing that you watch these cartoons.
I parent my own child, right? And I mean, and in fact, in our home, we have now blocked the Disney Channel because we reject the liberal ideology that they're pushing onto our children.
So you actually feel that a lot of this, what they view as evolution, actually for you has been not welcome so much.
It has not been welcome. Yeah. Like I said, we have actually blocked the Disney Channel because no, I do not appreciate smart-mouthed little kids running around everywhere trying to usurp the authority of their parents. And I reject this whole feminism and this push of very liberal ideas onto my children. I will parent my children. You entertain them with fun, friendly, imaginary kind of characters, and we can all get along.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate your perspective.
Thank you so much for having me.